Hey Canucks fans, hope you're well. The Canucks practiced today in Nashville after arriving yesterday as they prepare for their big, pivotal Game 3 against the Nashville Predators tomorrow night. That is, well, technically tomorrow late afternoon, tomorrow night in Nashville. 4:30 puck drop here, Vancouver time. Now tonight I have my live stream at 11 p.m. I'm going to be giving away a pair of tickets to tomorrow's viewing party at Rogers Arena. So make sure you join me. A warning, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be reverse elimination. So we're going to have some fun. It's going to be a stream that's probably going to go about an hour or so. So I hope you join me tonight at 11 p.m. right here on YouTube for my regular Canucks live stream. And once again, giving away a pair of tickets to tomorrow's viewing party at Rogers Arena. Canucks practice in Nashville, as I mentioned, and no changes to the forward lines. I thought that maybe they might try PD between Garland and Joshua to get him going, but no. As of now, at least, no changes to the forward lines. So you had Miller, Besser, and Suter. You had Pettersson between Hoglander and Mikheyev. Third line of Lindholm, Joshua, and Garland. And the fourth line of Teddy Bluger between Phil DiGiuseppe and Sam Lafferty. That means that your two extra forwards were Vasily Podkolzin and Niels Aman. On the D, Tyler Myers looks like he's ready to go. Remember, he missed game 2 with the flu. Noah Juleson did his best to fill in, but he had a very up and down game, as did many Canucks players, admittedly. But Myers was back alongside his partner of Carson Soucy. So it was Hughes and Hronek, Soucy and Myers, and then Zadorov and Cole. So that means, per usual, Noah Juleson back to being an extra defenseman along with Mark Friedman. Casey DeSmith yesterday named as the starter in goal for tomorrow. No surprise there. An up and down game for DeSmith, that's for sure, despite the Canucks fans' effort to really get behind him. But I don't think we will be talking about Artur Shilovs unless DeSmith has a horrible game tomorrow. He could have a good game and still lose, and I still think you go with him. But if he has a bad game tomorrow, it will be interesting to see if the Canucks do turn to Shilovs. You don't want to be too reactionary, but you also don't want to get the series to get away from you. And I'm certainly not saying, I'm not at all saying that the series has gotten away from us. It's 1-1. Nashville's a really good team. We would love to win both at home, but now what we got to do, as if I'm on the team, what the Canucks have to do is take one of these next two games in Nashville. So then you come back on Tuesday, for next week, game number 5. You might be tied 2-2, but at least you have home ice advantage for 2 of the final 3 games in the series. Now, the Canucks tried a new look on their power play, and they replaced Connor Garland with Elias Lindholm. So that means Miller, Besser, Pettersson, Hughes, and Lindholm instead of Garland. So that means the second unit now is probably Garland instead of Lindholm with Hoglander. You need a center on that group, so probably Suter, and then Hronek, and then likely Soucy. So not the best collection of talent ever on that second unit. That's why it's so imperative for the first unit to actually produce. Speaking of the first unit, while they were practicing the first power play unit, Brock Besser took a shot to his wrist or his left hand. Left practice early, but usually you do special teams at the end of the practice. So it's not like he missed the entire practice. He just missed the last little bit. And Rick Tocchet, in his media availability, did not seem concerned about it at all. He said he didn't see it, and he said that Besser is going to be fine. So let's hope so. You don't want to add Besser to the list of walking wounded. Actually, the list of walking wounded only is Thatcher Demko now with Tyler Myers back. But that's a big person on your list of walking wounded, and we've talked about that a lot already on this channel. Now, when Rick Tocchet was pressed about, how are you going to solve this conundrum of the Nashville Predators blocking 1/3 of your shots, forcing another third of your shots to miss the net? And Tocchet said you got to do 2 things. Number 1, you have to basically, and he references after the game, he said that they have a play or they have a strategy to go against a team that collapses all 5 guys in the middle, but the Canucks did not execute on that strategy. And basically it was you got to move your own guys around. You got to move your own offensive players around, give more sticks, make more sticks available. So instead of everyone standing stationary, just shooting straight at the net and everyone knows where everyone's going to be, create some movement. Kind of like just like on a power play. Create some movement, be unpredictable, show your stick, and give more options instead of just shooting straight at the goaltender all the time. And we started to see the Canucks try and do a bit of that, i.e. a lot of slap passes that JT Miller was trying to do. Some of them, actually, one of them to Suter, one of them to Pettersson that they just missed. One of them to Pettersson went off a carrier and hit the post. Another one to Suter just missed by a couple feet. So that's one thing that you can do, is you can start to move your guys around. The other thing he said is just tee it up. He said just keep shooting. And if they want to keep blocking or trying to block, it's going to get it's going to get kind of more chances they'll get hurt, more chances they'll be less likely to do it. Like, there's no way they're going to be able to do that amount of blocking over a 7-game series. You still give them a lot of credit for being oblivious to the pain or being willing to accept the pain. But yeah, you also want to keep shooting hard and making them have second thoughts about blocking the shot, although it didn't seem like Nashville had many second thoughts. They did such a good job. So almost those two things, now that I say them out loud, they're almost counterintuitive. On one hand, Rick Tocchet is saying move around, create more angles, different looks for shots. But on the other hand, he's saying just tee it up and shoot. So maybe the best is a combination of both. You move around a little bit, get a different angle, and then you tee it up and you shoot. The other thing, it's easy to say that too as a strategy, those two things. But then the players themselves, I know they're making rapid fire decisions. I know there's a lot of pressure on them, but they got to make better decisions, better quick decisions. And I'm thinking about Pettersson. Pettersson, sometimes he shot when he should have passed, and other times, definitely there were a couple times where he passed where he should have shot. So I know it's easy to pick on PD. I'm not saying PD is the only reason why we lost. There was many up and down performances. So what the Canucks are looking to do tomorrow is to even out their performance. And maybe, and I've heard many people say that, maybe say this, maybe being away from home, less pressure, less fan pressure, almost embracing that villain role, embracing that, everyone's going to be cheering against me. I want it so hard. I want so badly to shut them up. Maybe that's kind of like the change that the Canucks need, especially a guy like Pettersson, who seems to really, really mechanically think about the game a lot. You want him to be more playing on instincts as opposed to using his head all the time. So I'm optimistic. I hate having this extra day between games. I would have loved it if the Canucks were playing tonight, but we just got to wait till tomorrow, and then it's back-to-back, at least 3 in a row, where it's only one day between Friday, then Sunday, and then Tuesday. So speaking of tomorrow night's game, like I said, I'll be giving away a pair of tickets to the watch party at Rogers Arena tomorrow. So make sure you join me on my stream at 11 p.m. tonight. And in the comments today, just simply say, tell me how you're feeling right now. It's 1-1 going to Game 3 in Nashville in a hostile environment. Tell me how you're feeling about the Vancouver Canucks right here and right now. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for your support. On your way out, I always appreciate you and never ever take you for granted. Thank you for those of you for watching, for liking and subscribing. So do that on your way out. Subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, and leave me a comment. Just let me know how you're feeling right now, today, on the day before Game 3. And I hope you join me tonight at 11 p.m. for my live stream, giving away a pair of tickets to tomorrow's viewing party. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.